Hello and welcome to Fight Talk. Today we have to talk about it, the Jon Jones Gane fight. Now, utter dominance are the words I'm thinking of here. Absolute brilliance, class, and not what I expected. I expected Jon Jones to win via submission, via ground and pound, but not this quickly. You know, for a guy to come out after Shevchenko has lost in an upset to Grasso, compose himself, walk into the arena, you know, take in the bright lights after 3 years out, take a shot in the nuts, and then finish the fight in 2 minutes. I'd say that's impressive. Another point I'd like to add that makes this even more impressive is a guy like Gane, who took Ngannou to a split decision, was defeated in 2 minutes by Jon Jones. It just shows how good he is. It shows how complete he is. Now, this fight for me really showed how Gane is very one-dimensional. It shows and accentuates that point to me. I thought he was one-dimensional. I did say that he would get taken down and that's where the fight would go, but I didn't expect it to be this quick. I didn't expect Gane to be so uncomfortable on the floor. I thought he would have prepared for that. You know, I thought he would have thought, you know, I got taken down by Ngannou. I've got to train my takedown defense, my bottom game, you know. But it looked too easy for Jon Jones, and it really highlighted how one-dimensional Gane is and how much work he needs and will need to put in if he wants to try and beat Jon Jones and get back on top. Even if Jon Jones is to lose his next fight to Miocic will have his number on the ground if he doesn't work hard. So groundwork is what Gane needs to do. But Jon Jones looked comfortable, looked relaxed, went in there, got the job done. And I thought it was really impressive to come out after Shevchenko had her upset against Grasso and to compose himself. I think that's one of the most impressive things, is his composure after 3 years out of the octagon. And not talked enough is the fact that he came out after Shevchenko had her upset. A lot of times the previous fights do have an effect on the fighter, you know, who is coming in on the same evening, and it was impressive, mighty impressive. I want to know what you guys thought. Did you guys think that Jon Jones was going to win? Did you have Gane? Because I saw a lot of predictions. I saw a lot of people saying that Gane would outstrike him, you know, that Gane would be too good on the feet. And even in the stand-up, I thought that Jon Jones did well. I know it wasn't much, but I am excited to see what's next for Jon Jones. And I think him saying afterwards that he wanted to use his ground game more was interesting. And it will be interesting to see him use his ground game against a Miocic, a GOAT in himself in the heavyweight division. Now, do I think this fight solidifies Jon Jones as the GOAT is the question? No. Because for me, he was the GOAT before. And I think this fight against Miocic coming up, if he wins this, there is no doubt for any haters out there that he is the GOAT. For me, he's already the GOAT. You know, for what he's done in the sport, the amount of people he's beaten, his undefeated record. Yes, he lost that one fight, but let's be real, he's undefeated. He's the GOAT for me if you don't look at the, you know, the dodgy shit that went on with PEDs. If I was to pick a GOAT outside that, I'd pick George St. Pierre. But as a whole, for me, Jon Jones is the GOAT. And I don't think this solidified that. I thought he was the GOAT before. You know, I heard a lot of people say, if he wins this fight, he's the GOAT. He wins, and now people are saying, nah, it was too easy. Cyril Gane isn't good enough. Guys, you've got to remember, Cyril Gane took Francis Ngannou to a split decision. Just because Jon Jones made it look easy doesn't mean this doesn't solidify him as the GOAT in your guys' eyes. For me, he was already the GOAT. But you can't say that because someone made it look easy, it taints your perspective of them becoming the GOAT. It's not how it works. If he makes it look easy, it should further solidify the fact he's the GOAT. And if he beats Miocic, it will even further solidify he's the GOAT. And if he makes that look easy, don't be coming back and saying, oh no, it was too easy, he needs a harder opponent. That's not how it works. But I am looking forward to that Miocic fight. I think it'll be a great chance for us to see Jon Jones's ground game and see actually how good it is against an opponent who is good on the ground. You know, I did say Gane is weak on the ground. He's not the best with with his ground game. He got out-wrestled by Ngannou. Jon Jones went in there, a much more skilled opponent than Ngannou, and he out-wrestled Gane and made him look silly. And I can understand why Gane is annoyed. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Jon Jones and Ngannou, because I think that would be an interesting fight. The fact that Jones defeated Gane so easily, and Ngannou took him to a split decision, makes Ngannou look worse in my eyes. It just looks stupid. You know, he's left the sport. Jon Jones has come in, whooped the guy's ass that made him have a hard fight. And now he can't even respond by fighting Jon Jones. He has to sit on the sideline, go and fight in the PFL, do boxing. It eliminates everything that Ngannou's done for me. It makes Ngannou look mediocre. That's the problem for Ngannou now. What does Ngannou do? Because I think that Ngannou's going to have to come back. Yes, free agency, it looks good. He can earn money however he wants, but when everything that you've done previously has been discredited by someone who's just come in and wiped the floor of an opponent that you were at a split decision against, doesn't look good. It's not a good look for Ngannou. And I think the only solution for him is if he comes back. But Dana White doesn't want him to come back, so will he be able to do that? We won't know. Until it either happens or it doesn't. So we won't not know ever, but, you know. I don't think that Dana White's going to want him to come back, and he's going to want to come back. It's clashing. It's going to clash. But does this solidify that Jon Jones is the GOAT in the eyes of the people that don't believe or didn't believe he was the GOAT before? I think it should do. I don't think the excuse of it was too easy is a good one. For me, he was already the GOAT, and I expected a win. Granted, not as quickly. And I am very happy to see Jon Jones back in the UFC. I think it's brilliant. I think it's exciting. I'm looking forward to the Miocic fight. Whether he loses or wins, for me, he's already the GOAT. But it's going to be so interesting seeing him use his ground game against Miocic, who is a better wrestler. And let's see if he can put away Miocic as well. He does say he can put away Miocic before the championship rounds. That is confidence. And a confident Jon Jones is a scary one. And that's something I can't wait to see.